Gear Review.
Now we'll drop the bolt. Rounds chambered. Off safe. Okay. 5 rounds. The bolt does not lock back, so you'll need to manually do that yourself. We're clear. From that short range clip, we're here to talk about the Kel-Tec SUB-2000 in the Glock 17 pattern. If you've got one of these, which is a Glock 17, standard, regular old Glock 17 9mm, you really owe it to yourself to get one of these Kel-Tecs. It's a 16-inch carbine, takes the same exact magazine as the Glock. It folds in half. I mean, that's the unique feature of it. Push the release, the barrel comes off the butt pad, rotates around. Now see the rear sight. Trigger guard locks the barrel and receiver in place, and it's now a 9mm carbine, and probably one of the most fun guns I have to shoot. Goes through ammo really quickly. It's a whole lot of fun. Like any firearm, there's always room for improvement. Manufacturers do the best they can with the design, but all kinds of aftermarket parts usually become available, particularly around popular firearms like this one. I'm going to introduce you to some aftermarket parts from Tandem Cross and also from Kel-Tec themselves that just make this gun that much more fun to shoot. So I'll be right back. We're going to start with 4 parts available from Tandem Cross. All 4 parts are actually available in a package, and it saves you a few bucks, particularly on shipping, if you order all 4 together. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace these factory plastic front sight adjustment screws with metal versions. Also, the front sight blade is a plastic fluorescent blade. We're going to replace that blade with a metal Tandem Cross blade that also has a fiber optic rod at the top, so that takes care of the 2 changes to the front sight. All these screws that are holding the forearm together and the receiver, also holding the rear sight in place, those are Phillips head screws. We're going to replace those with hex head screws. Not so much a functional upgrade as one that's cosmetic. Basically, it's going to make the screws look a little better. And then finally, we're going to work on the rear sight, and on the rear sight we're installing the Tandem Cross Eagle Eye rear sight. The sight that comes on the rifle or the carbine is a peep sight, meaning it's got a little hole, and then you've got to position the front blade in the hole. And if you've got high cheekbones, or you don't get a good stock weld on this buffer tube, it's kind of difficult. I mean, you may find yourself having to bear down really hard to actually get a good sight picture. The Tandem Cross version actually has a notch, so it does away with the peep sight and converts it over to more of a notch and post sight system. It also has a spring and a magnet, and I'll show you what it looks like after I finish the install. But if you should run any top rail optics, this is going to potentially be in your way. With the Eagle Eye sight, you can actually push the sight forward, and it's got a magnet which actually holds it to the barrel and keeps it out of your way, and then you just flip it back up when you need it. From Kel-Tec, we actually have the dust cover accessory, which I'll show you when we break the rifle back down. And then this is like one of my favorite accessories. It's the stock extension, which gives you about another 1.5 inches to pull length, and it just clips over the standard butt pad. Makes the gun much more comfortable to shoot for me. I don't know if I've got exceptionally long arms or what, but having that extra 1.5 inches to 2 inches makes a big difference. So I'm going to go ahead and make all these installations and come back and let you see what it looks like when I'm all done. And we're back. All the installs are done. It went really smooth. We installed the hex head screws. There were 11 on each side. Followed the directions to the letter. Didn't have an issue at all. That upgrade is $9.99. The next upgrade was the Eagle Eye rear sight, which with the magnet, actually you can push it down and it stays, or you flip it back up. That's a $44.99 upgrade. We installed the front sight and the front sight set screws. The set screws are $19.99. They're metal and replace the plastic. Then we've got the actual front sight blade, which is a $17.99 upgrade. The Kel-Tec butt plate adds an additional 1 1/4 inch to the length of pull, and that was a $12 upgrade. So with everything done, it still breaks down just like it did before. The sight folds down. The front sight goes into a cutout on that additional length base pad, and it locks up tight. So, you know, it has a little bit to the length here, but overall it looks very similar to what it looked like before we started. So awesome, that's all the upgrades. We've got one other upgrade to talk to you about while I'm clearing the desk here. This is another Kel-Tec upgrade. It's called the dust cover accessory. If you look, there's our barrel right here. This is the breech. Very prone to getting crud into the barrel when it's folded up like this. This breech plug goes right into the receiver, covers the barrel, covers the breech, and keeps any debris from going into the barrel. And what's pretty cool about it, say you forget it's on there, as you open the rifle, watch this piece right here, it will actually pop out and remind you that it's there. One more thing I want to talk to you about. Finding a case for this SUB-2000 can be a challenge. Kel-Tec sells one. I think I've identified one that might be even a little better. This is from Soft Armor. It's the Rex scoped handgun case. It's 24 inches long on the outside, but it's actually 22 inches long on the inside. This is going to be about 16 1/4. So what I like about this case, it's absolutely full of pockets on the inside. It comes with lots of padding on both sides. These little pouch pockets, they're soft fabric, so you can take this, stick it in this side, you can take this, which is the Glock 17. You have a couple of options. You can either stick it in this pocket, or you can stick it over here, kind of like that. You've got your magazines, whether they be small or large. They can go in this magazine pocket. You can actually leave one in the pistol itself. Fold it up, and there's your, in case of emergency bag. You've got your pistol, you've got your carbine rifle. You can load those magazines ahead of time. This is very sturdy nylon webbing for handles, so no matter how heavy you get it, I don't think these handles are going to rip off on you. Actually, notice there's a little D-ring if you wanted to put a little zip tie in there or something for security purposes to keep you from opening the zipper. You know, it's not going to stop them, but at least it would slow them down. And that's it. That case from Soft Armor is $20.99. Doesn't have any Kel-Tec branding on it. I have not seen the Kel-Tec case that Kel-Tec sells, but it's a couple dollars more. But for the money, I don't think you're going to beat something that's going to hold as much and be as reasonably priced as this Soft Armor case. I think I picked that up at Midway, so it's probably available in lots of sporting goods retailers. So that's it. Sub-2K upgrades from Kel-Tec, Soft Armor case, and then the Sub-2K upgrade package from Tandem Cross. $130, I believe, for all the pieces together. So, you can kind of pick and choose. Go to the Tandem Cross website. You can either buy all 4 pieces or pick and choose which upgrades you want to make. The Kel-Tec upgrades, for me, if I don't have that butt pad on the stock, it hits a little bit of free recoil and will actually bruise my shoulder if I shoot hundreds of rounds through it. Don't have that issue with the extension. The dust cover for the receiver just seems like a good idea. I mean, that's $10. If it keeps something from working its way into your barrel without you knowing it, it's worth its weight in gold. Tandem Cross, make sure you put all your factory parts back in the little baggies that they ship the replacement parts in. I'm just going to wad these up and stick them back in the sub-2K box, and that way I've always got the factory parts if I want to convert back, or if I sell the sub-2K and want to put the parts on some other one in the future. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe.